So with all the big companies now coming out with AI APIs, the question becomes, should we leverage one of those APIs as a company, or should we hire a PhD or an AI engineer to go and build something in-house right away? I'm just going to show you some examples of the APIs out there, and then I'm going to answer that question. So here's one called Amazon Comprehend. You feed it a chunk of text, whether it's from a document, whether it's a sentence or someone that you've talked to, and it'll go through and try to extract the different things that you could find in text. An example of this could be sentiment analysis, so how each speaker felt about certain things, entity recognition, so finding out the different pieces of it. Is it an address? Is it a date? Is it a meeting that they're trying to set up? Topic modeling, so what's this document about? Language detection, what language are we talking about? And the price is incredible. Like for the natural language processing, it's very, very inexpensive, and you can process a ton of text for free initially for the first 12 months to get you kind of addicted. Then you've got Amazon Transcribe, which will take speech, turn it into text at a rock bottom price. You've got 60 minutes for $1.44. That's so inexpensive compared to having someone do it by hand, which is the case for that most people are still doing it. And then you've got things like Cloud AutoML, which is bring your own set of images to Google that are labeled, and it'll build its own model to determine what you're looking for. So you're not using Amazon Recognition, which already has 1,000 predetermined images and recognizes celebrities, which is still incredible, but maybe you've got something very custom that you're looking for in an image or to differentiate images. So back to that original question, should we use an API for our AI or should we build something custom and in-house? It's really a trade-off question. Do you have the right people for the job? Do you have the right labeled data? Do you have enough data? Do you have the infrastructure to support machine learning? That could be like GPUs, it could be all kinds of, you have to have this in production. How niche is your solution? And how quickly do you want to get a particular result? So just like all good engineering problems, it's all related to trade-offs. And for me, the core thing that I always ask is what will give us biggest bang for buck? And in AI, this means what will give us a good enough accuracy for the minimum amount of effort. So let's go through some examples. So let's say you're just trying to determine the difference between a boy or a girl in an image. Well, Amazon Recognition does this already today with pretty high accuracy. So maybe you just need to use that API directly, and you don't even need to have a data trading set. But maybe if you're trying to recognize more subtle things like a V-neck shirt versus a turtleneck, well, you might need to get your own data together and upload it into Google AutoML, who will be pretty good at hopefully determining the difference between these two things. Or there's some very, very subtle things that you're trying to recognize that has custom pre-processing and very subtle differences where you have to make very custom architectures for your particular niche thing, in which case building your own model might be the right solution then. And still, there's external services that you can use to upload your model and they'll run it for you. The other consideration is who do you want to have access to your data? Google and Amazon have in their terms of service, any data that you upload, they can reuse to train their own models to make it better. And that's why they're offering it at such a low or free price in some cases. So if this data is very, very private and you're worried about customer privacy, then building something in-house might be important. But there's still off-the-shelf models and API services that you can take off the shelf and serve within your own infrastructure. So there's still lots of different options of things that you can do. So what about you? Do you have a particular AI problem that you're interested in? Maybe pop it in the comments and I can reply with some ideas on how you can go ahead and get started. If you have any other questions, put them in the LinkedIn comments below and we'll have a chat. Thanks. Bye.